Many people spend their lives seeking approval from others. We crave validation, fearing judgment and rejection. But what if true freedom lies in the courage to be disliked? This radical idea forms the crux of Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga's compelling book, The Courage to be Disliked. Drawing inspiration from Alfred Adler's individual psychology, the book presents a transformative approach to life, urging us to shed external expectations and embrace self-responsibility. It's not about becoming insensitive or pushing people away, it's about understanding that seeking universal approval is a futile endeavor. The book unfolds as a dialogue between a cynical young man and a wise philosopher, mirroring our own internal struggles. The young man, much like many of us, is trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and external validation. He grapples with feelings of inferiority, convinced that his past dictates his present and future. The philosopher, however, offers a refreshing perspective rooted in Adlerian principles. He posits that we are not defined by our past experiences, but by the meaning we choose to ascribe to them. This liberation from the shackles of the past is what empowers us to shape our present and future. By letting go of the need to please everyone and focusing on our own goals and values, we unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment. Adlerian psychology, as explained in the book, diverges from traditional schools of thought. It shifts the focus from past traumas to present choices, emphasizing our capacity for change and self-determination. This empowering perspective rejects the deterministic view that our past experiences dictate our present and future. Instead, it encourages us to see ourselves as active agents in crafting our own narratives. One of the core tenets of Adlerian psychology is the concept of teleology, suggesting that we are driven by our future aspirations rather than being held captive by our past. This forward-looking approach emphasizes the importance of setting goals and working towards them, not as a means to fill a void from the past, but as a way to create a more fulfilling future. The book emphasizes that happiness is not something we stumble upon, it's a conscious choice we make every single day. True happiness, according to Adler, lies in contributing to something larger than ourselves, finding meaning and purpose in our connection to others. One of the most liberating concepts presented in the book is the idea of task separation. This principle encourages us to differentiate between our own tasks and the tasks of others. It's about recognizing that we are only responsible for our own actions and reactions, not for the feelings or behaviors of others. While we can influence others, we cannot control them. This understanding is crucial for setting healthy boundaries and fostering healthier relationships. Often we entangle ourselves in the tasks of others, trying to control their perceptions, opinions, or decisions. This entanglement leads to frustration, resentment, and ultimately, unhappiness. Task separation empowers us to relinquish this need for control. It allows us to focus our energy on what we can actually influence, our thoughts, feelings, and actions. This shift in focus is not about indifference towards others. It's about recognizing their autonomy and respecting their right to make their own choices. Embracing self-acceptance, the key to unlocking our potential. The courage to be disliked emphasizes that true freedom and happiness stem from a place of self-acceptance. This doesn't mean ignoring our flaws or resigning ourselves to mediocrity. It's about acknowledging our imperfections with compassion and embracing our whole selves. It's about recognizing that we are enough, just as we are, while simultaneously striving for personal growth. This acceptance forms the foundation for building self-esteem and resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater confidence. The book challenges the common misconception that self-acceptance equates to complacency. It argues that only when we accept ourselves fully can we truly strive for self-improvement. When we are constantly battling our perceived flaws, our energy is diverted from growth and progress. This doesn't mean ignoring areas where we can improve. It's about approaching self-improvement from a place of love and acceptance, not self-criticism. Cultivating community feeling, building meaningful connections. While the title might suggest otherwise, The Courage to be Disliked places great importance on building meaningful connections. However, it challenges the conventional view of relationships, advocating for a sense of community feeling that extends beyond our immediate circle. This concept, rooted in Adlerian psychology, emphasizes our interconnectedness and encourages us to see ourselves as part of a larger community, contributing to something greater than ourselves. The book argues that true fulfillment comes not from seeking validation from individuals, but from finding our place within the larger human experience. It's about recognizing that our actions, however small, have a ripple effect on the world around us. This sense of belonging to something larger than ourselves provides a sense of purpose and meaning, fostering a sense of responsibility towards others. Cultivating community feeling requires us to shift our focus from "what can I get" to "what can I give?" The Courage to Change, a journey towards freedom and happiness. The Courage to be Disliked is not just a book, it's a roadmap for personal transformation. It challenges us to examine our deeply held beliefs and to embrace a new way of thinking about ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. It's a call to action, urging us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace the freedom that comes with living in alignment with our values. The book's message is simple, yet profound. Happiness is a choice. It's not something that happens to us. It's something we actively create through our choices and actions. This choice requires courage, the courage to be ourselves, even when it means being disliked by some. It's about recognizing that seeking universal approval is an impossible and ultimately unfulfilling pursuit. The journey towards a fulfilling life, as outlined in the book, is not always easy. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge our limiting beliefs.